in Mexico, you can drink the water.
Yes, in Mexico you can drink the water sometimes. In this case, we can drink the tap water in this house because they have a water purification system built right into the house. Tap water, you don't have to drink the bottled water. So basically you have 3 options for your food when you're staying in San Pancho. The cheapest option is you just go into the Mega in town, or the Walmart, or wherever you want to go in town when you arrive at the airport. And when you rent a car, whether you take a taxi or whatever, you can just stop at the Mega and buy your groceries, and that's your cheapest option. And just prepare your own meals. That's a good option if you want to go out a lot, do a lot of day trips, and you don't want to waste your time going into town looking for something to eat. You could just really quickly make yourself some breakfast or make yourself a lunch when you're going out and just be gone. It's also a good option if you want to save money, because it's actually quite cheap. Groceries are probably a little bit cheaper than they are at home in Canada here. And the Mega has everything you'd ever want and more. You can get the bulk ceviche and salsa and guacamole. You can get octopus, you can get shrimp, really, really good quality. So that's a really, really good option. Of course, you have to make sure you get a place with a kitchen when you do that. And so then one up from that is eating in town at the cheaper places. So one thing that's really good and cheap here in Mexico and in San Pancho especially is the breakfasts. You can get a breakfast, a full big plate, delicious big man-size, hungry man breakfast for 65 pesos, which is about $4 or $5. So that's a really good option. You can just save a lot of money just getting your breakfast. It's really cheap. So we're going here. It's El Restaurante Mexicana. It's a great breakfast place. Okay, so here's Haley's breakfast. It's huevos rancheros. I believe this was 65 pesos, which is about $3 or $4. So in Mexico, you have some really good options for food. There's everything you want from cheap to expensive. And breakfast is definitely one of your best options because it's a pretty full meal for not a lot of money. And then for your lunches and your dinners, you can get tacos. Tacos are like the street food of Mexico. San Pancho has probably 3 taquerias on every street easily. And tacos are super cheap. 30 pesos for a taco, which is about $2. And you get as many or as few as you want.
So here's how Haley's got some mushroom volcan, which is called a volcano, but it's basically just like kind of a puckered up.
It's just a hard taco.
Hard taco with mushrooms. Then she put her toppings on it. And we have some rice water here. And the rice water is basically kind of like
it's like a very sweet drink with like sort of chai spices.
Yeah, a sweet kind of chai flavored cold drink. And again, this is at Taqueria Time.
And usually they give you the taco and then they have the sauces and the garnishes. They have the sauces and the garnishes that you can add to it. You want to add onions or cilantro or any kind of toppings. Toppings, that's the word. So usually you get your taco and you can get a vegetarian, you can get cheese, you can get bean, you can get fish, and then you can get all the different kinds of meats. One thing that's kind of a specialty here in San Pancho is the al pastor, which is the same kind of, very similar to a doner back home, where you have sort of like a processed kind of meat. It's not like a whole, it's not like a joint of meat or a leg of lamb or anything like that. It's just kind of sliced meat stuck on a vertically rotating spit, and they'll often stick a pineapple on the top, and that's al pastor. And it's really, really good because it's been slow cooked and seasoned, so it's quite delicious. And then once they serve you your tacos, and you just go over to the toppings area and put your salsa and your spices and your salts and your sauces and anything else you want on there. And you can also get usually like quesadilla. Besides the tacos, you might be able to get, you know, quesadillas and enchiladas and fajitas and stuff like that. So that's your sort of mid-range food choice. And then Taqueria Arbolita, and I have 2 tacos al pastor, and I just put all the fixings on them myself. And there's so the taquerias, like, they're all over the place, and sort of similar to the taquerias, there's a lot of street food available. So there's a lot of just vendors, little kiosks around serving. I don't know what they're serving actually, because I don't usually eat there, but serving all kinds of Mexican foods that I've never tried it. Would really like to try those little kiosks and little carts and street vendor carts one day. Those are a really good option. And another thing that's really popular here is crepes. Making up little crepes on the side, and churros. Churros are these delicious little, it's like a little mini donut, except they're shaped sort of like a long tube, and then they'll fill them with the filling of your choice, like condensed milk or like a fruit filling or a chocolate filling. Those are super good. Those are probably about 80 cents each. Those are delicious.